Do you know the feeling of shipping a product your customers want to use and that makes the world better? It's an incredible feeling and it's rare. Why is it that most products and startups fail? The answer is that good ideas and processes are not enough. Building successful products requires mastering a polarity, exercising vision like Steve Jobs, and iterating like Mark Zuckerberg, a duality very few entrepreneurs master. Today, I'll give you a framework for you to debug your product strategy and development process, and this is for product managers, entrepreneurs, and anyone involved in product development. I'm Marcio. I have led product teams in startups, big tech, and anywhere in between. So let's dive in. Welcome to CareerZCast. After years developing products, some pioneering new segments, and a few good flops, I've distilled what I believe makes the difference between failure and success in product development. And I'll share with you now. We'll be looking at the top-down vision-driven approach of product development, like Steve Jobs is famous for, and the reasons why it fails without the process rigor. Then we'll switch to the bottoms-up approach, driven by popular methodologies like Lean Startup in the entrepreneurial space and Agile development on the corporate product management side, and why they also fail without vision and the ability to take risks. Make sure to stick around to the end when we explain how you can manage the polarities to integrate the benefits of both approaches and why that's the secret to creating successful products. First, the top-down approach to product development. This is where you use your deep market experience, full understanding of the customer, and awareness of technology to synthesize a solution to a market problem. All of that happens inside your head. You, the visionaire, create a product that anticipates market needs and technology evolution to build the perfect solution at the right time. This is the archetype of the product genius, often embodied by figures like Steve Jobs. The narrative says, I understand the customer needs before they do. I can conceive a product vision, they mobilize the resources to execute it perfectly. We'll build it right, launch it, and customers will flock into it. The allure of this approach is obvious, it's efficient. Do it once, do it perfectly. In theory, it's the fastest, most effective way to build products. But here's the trap. The visionaire fail happens all too often. People spend vast amounts of time and resources building products that exist only in their minds. They launch only to realize nobody wants it. The core concept was flawed. All that perfect executed work was wasted. Most startups work like that and fail. On the other hand, a corporate product manager will have a hard time exercising product vision because their boss will want the data that proves the product will be successful. On the flip side, we have the bottoms-up approach. This method champions rigorous validation. You don't build anything until you have proven its necessity, until you have confirmed it will contribute to a successful product. To illustrate this extreme, let's take a hypothetical. Imagine you're exploring an AI travel planning app idea, and instead of hiring engineers and building a prototype, you invest $10,000 on Facebook ads, and your ad promises revolutionary AI travel planning. You run the ads and nobody clicks. If you cannot get people to click on your ad, it doesn't make sense to build a product. Why aren't people interested in revolutionary AI travel planning? So you change the ad to say something different, perhaps automate travel reservations, and suddenly click-through rates explode. Everyone is clicking on it. You just learned that people are not interested in AI planning, but they really hate to make reservations and are very interested in solutions to automate that process. So, do I go and hire engineers to build a product? Not yet. Next, you build a mock landing page. People click on your ad, arrive, see the amazing promise, and nobody clicks on the call to action. So you need to stop. Your landing page message is wrong. You iterate, you optimize again, and now you get people to click on the call to action. The next validation, are customers truly committed to your solution? Maybe you ask for their email address and credit card number. And if everyone bails, they are not committed enough. They are not willing to pay the price for the product. You go back to debug your business model and messaging until you get people to engage and commit. And you can keep going like that, validating every step on the way. And when you get people to put their money where their mouth is, maybe then you go hire the engineers to build a prototype. And you can see how you can keep going until you get to a successful product. The appeal of this bottoms-up approach is undeniable. It's very rational. You minimize wasted effort, validate every step, and theoretically build a successful product with minimal risk. But here's the trap. A lot of corporate product managers are doing this all the time. They have to validate every step before they get the budget to get the resources to build the product. The path is slow, reactive, and often struggles to get anything truly groundbreaking. If you have to validate every single step as an entrepreneur, you'll be outmaneuvered. Someone bolder, faster, willing to take more risk will launch their vision while you're still validating interest. And this is the validator's fail. So, which one do you choose? Top down or bottoms up? What I've learned is that it's not about choosing one or the other. And it's certainly not about a lukewarm compromise in the middle. This is the core message today. The answer to successful product development is not a compromise. So, if you're not going to integrate the two approaches, what is the answer? And the answer is about duality. The most successful entrepreneurs and product managers don't pick a lane. They constantly oscillate between these two polar extremes. They develop two contradictory skills at the same time. So, number one is the visionary confidence. They cultivate the deep understanding of the users, markets, and technology to confidently synthesize a product concept inside their heads. They have the conviction to build a compelling vision and inspire others to follow it. This is your audacious, game-changing guess. But then you need also to have number two, which is the validator's discipline. And then once that vision is set, they possess the rigorous discipline to immediately validate every critical assumption, every single step of the way, and this prevents massive pivots and wasted resources. That's your methodical risk-reducing proof. This is where many common methodologies, like lean startup or agile development, often fall short in their application. People focus heavily on the process, scrum ceremonies, story points, A/B testing, without grasping this fundamental duality. The danger isn't the methodologies themselves. They are valuable frameworks and they are good. The danger is using them without understanding the fundamental why. Without the core duality, you often get stuck in the middle trap. You lack a bold, inspiring vision, and you fail to validate effectively. That, my friends, is the recipe for lean fail or agile fail that frustrates so many. My argument is this. Understanding the fundamental duality first. Cultivate both vision confidence and validators discipline. Then, lean startup and agile become incredibly powerful tools, enabling you to execute this duality with precision. Without that underlying understanding, you simply following a recipe without truly understanding its cuisine. And I don't want you stuck in the middle. So, to build products that not only get built, but truly succeed, embrace the duality, dare to envision the future, but be disciplined enough to validate your path. If you are a product manager, you need to fight for the right to take risks and exercise product vision. And if you're an entrepreneur, you have product vision, you need to make sure you have the rigor to test every step along the way. If this discussion was useful, please subscribe to the channel, and I suggest you watch the next video where I discuss polarity management in a lot more detail. And I see you in the next episode of CareerZCast.